Again. Changed my microphone settings a little. I'm not sure if it's better or not. I don't know if anyone's watching again, but if you're watching and can hear me, or if it sounds horrible, just let me know. I don't mind. Again, I'm a small-time YouTuber, if you can call that. It's just fun to play games and talk with people. Yeah, today I'm going to go into the game and try to track down some of these player titles. Like, I've been playing this game since day one and since they introduced these titles, and I still don't have a few of them. And I'm just kind of baffled on why I don't have them. But I think the problem was, or why I don't have them, is that I accomplished the things you get the title for before they added the title, which is kind of the downfall. So I'll show you what I'm talking about here. We are looking at the... Oh, actually, I gotta go to the anomaly. Oh yeah, I've been finding out too, looking into PS5 Pro stuff, that I guess there supposedly is a bug with VRR, that after a while he'll introduce these like micro stutters after every 8 to 10 seconds intervals. So something to keep an eye on. It's funny though, like none of the big game places ever talk about No Man's Sky and its implementation of the PS5 Pro enhancement features, which I feel like this is the kind of game you should be talking about it, because this is the one that gains the most. I mean, the fact that you can, upscale textures from so far away makes just draw distance seem better than it is, even though it's the same as PS5, I think. But it just appears better and the textures look better. But okay, let's hang on. You know me, I gotta take a... Let me get a picture here so I can use it for my thumbnail for my video later on. Hang on, let's stand in front of the portal and let's wave. I like to be friendly. Okay, this will be our thumbnail for this video after we're done streaming today. I feel like I need to add a little light. There we are. I wish that, emote would say hello instead of, I don't know what it says again. Let me check. Like, wait, okay. But when you're like with people, it'll say like, I don't know, what is it? Over here, it'll say like that or whatever. When really, I just want to say hi. Oh, I know, right? Silly things. Yeah, the gestures could use a total refinement and actual, like, they should take feedback from the player base on what gestures we want, because we need more than this. These aren't, and the phrases they put in text chat just don't correlate at all. Like, thumbs up, I mean, yeah, I'm good, I guess. This to me is hello or goodbye. If you could have context. That's over there. Nope, help, yeah. I just want more thanking gestures, because, again, the community is so generous in that regard, and that we give a lot of stuff away, and it's nice to say thank you to people, or to offer help to others, too. So, who knows? Oh yeah, let's go see what player titles I'm missing. It's funny, one of them is related to the Galactic Hub region, and I'm like, how did I not have that one? I'm in every single hub region we've ever been in every capital, so maybe I need to use a portal into it. We'll see. There. Better. Yeah, definitely is crisper looking this game on PS5 Pro. Definitely is. I mean, or it could be just, well, it's probably that and the fact that I'm running in 1440p and 120 frame rate or refresh rate mode too. Like, I'm actually, this game or PS5 Pro just gave second life to my big TV I bought like in 2019. I thought I was gonna have to buy a brand new HDMI 2.0 120 hertz high refresh rate TV to really get the best out of my PS5, but honestly, doing half 4K resolution with 120 hertz for the games that support it, totally worth it. Oh, I didn't have to do all this. I could have just gone to... Yeah, the lighting effects, better. Crystallized helium. Ash the floor. Hang on. Let me go talk to Ash. Ash the floor. Trying to find that Ash the floor guy to give him Adventure Callan. Looking for Ash. Where's that dude at? Well, finally I got a use to get rid of all this stuff I don't need, really. I'm trying to find the other guy, though, that was asking for it. Where's Ash at? Here he is. No, I don't know where that guy is that was asking for the stuff I'm giving away. Uh-oh, as I'm running out of it, I want to save some. How about I do this one next? So much of this. And so much of this. Firefox. Yes, I love the genetic sequencer. That's one thing I haven't really delved into much either, was that. Okay, so here's what we're looking for today, is the, titles. Okay, there's a lot of them, and I have a lot of them, but I'm missing a lot of them too, like, okay, let's see here. Here we go. Visit a special system. This is basically the Pilgrim Star, I think. So I think we're going to try this one first. These are storyline related, so I'll have to look these up, actually. So I went through the story and went one path, and when you go one path, you don't get the other option until you go back, I think. The first spawn? Yeah. How did I miss this? Oh, that's right. I didn't go through the Gek storyline completely on this one, or all the monoliths and the ancient ruins and all that's backstory. So those ones. But yeah, I mean, otherwise, any of these. I mean, that one. 18,000 souls. Exhume an exceptional number. I gotta do more of that later. I think I need to do about 25 more, probably halfway there. What? I went through so many derelict freighters. How did I not get this? Okay. I don't know how I didn't get those either. Oh, this is all fishing related stuff, so yeah, it's okay. This is by dying, which I'll have to watch. Huh. What? I've done this several times now. Yeah, it's funny, some of these, like, I gotta put some bugs in, like, HG, I've done everything in this game almost. I need, it's not any bad, only about a dozen, I mean. I just gotta kill some more stuff for these. Cool. Well, I feel kind of bad I didn't give that one guy looking for stuff. I was trying to find the guy that was looking for that stuff. Some of that quartzite. Or no, he was looking for the actual, this stuff. Crystallized helium. But now I gotta go get some more of that. Oh yeah, gas giant. Okay, so we're gonna do, again, I got distracted. We're gonna go to my portal farm. Hey, look at the party up in here, yo. There we go, people. Jeez, the traffic. Ball. Yeah, I'm just starting to give away all the crap I've been collecting again. It's kind of fun being a No Man's Sky Santa Claus. It's kind of fun how many people do it too. And then a lot of like newer players are just so thankful at times when you throw like an X-class upgrade their way and it, you know, turns into like just a scanner bonus of 5,000 on everything, but which isn't even that great. But early game, man, that's almost game changing in a way. When you can scan up an animal or fauna for 100,000 units, that's early game. That's pretty. That makes the game a lot easier, at least that part. But the funny thing is, you know, early players, they, you know, I always get a kick out of it. They get like $100 million units worth of stuff like at the Anomaly and are complaining on Reddit like, my game broke because someone gave me too much money. I'm like, oh, sweet summer child. You're only in the early game. You don't know what units you can go through 1 billion units within 20 seconds once you're doing ship stuff. When you're expanding a ship slots, eventually you'll get to the point where one slot will take 17 million, and then eventually 40 million. So yeah, it's like, I get that kick out of that, so I kind of just ignore those posts when I see them, or I just say, you know, okay, have you bought any slots for your ship yet? Then we'll talk about being too much money. Because even me, some days I'm like, happy to get stasis, but oh my god, this looks incredible, this planet actually. I don't know if you can see it here, but right now, let me check my TV. Yeah, my TV actually supports VRR modes, and I'm just baffled by games that support 119 hertz input signal plus at 2560 by 1440. But fidelity-wise, holy yeah, textures are so much crisper. I gotta get a screenshot of this. I feel like the texture quality on the Pro Enhanced is that much better. Okay, let's actually, you know, these effects are looking good too. Volumetric, atmosphere effects, yeah, that looks really good though. Oh my god, this would look so good in VR now, I bet. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's what everyone, I've been looking up videos about people that have a PS5 and PS5 Pro and the VR. And they're like, you know, videos don't do it justice, but once you see it all come together in front of your eyes, and the performance is always smoother. I mean, it's, you know, the ever classic solution to a problem, just throw more horsepower at it. That fixes a lot of problems at times. That was kind of like when PS5 released, you know, a lot of these PS4 games kind of, you know, they performed decently, 30 frames per second, but man, you throw the PS5, you know, horsepower and that storage and everything and how architecture at certain games, and it would just run like butter smooth compared to what before. What was I thinking of? Monster Hunter World, I think. Monster Hunter. Oh man, that game. Ugh. You could get some 25 to 20 frames per second slowdowns when you're going on a hunt with like 3 other people or 4 other people from like China, Japan, or wherever. Okay, I am gonna go somewhere. We're gonna try to get a player title finally, after all my yammering. I found a good coordinate to glyph translator, which I gotta say, it's hard to find one of those in 2024. I'll probably put a link to it in the video because it's nice to have. This is the Quinta Zero GitHub one. Okay, so I can't remember exactly now where this is leading me to. I think this is the Special World one, aka the Pilgrim Star, I believe. That, or it's going to be, I think this might be New Lenin, the Galactic Hub capital. So it's kind of cool, you know, like, I think that's why I realized it. That's what it is. There's some people on the No Man's Sky Reddit just are totally, I don't know, have like this hate against the founder of the Galactic Hub and the Galactic Hub. I think I know why. It's because the Galactic Hub, as a player, you know, outside the game, player civilization has gotten quite a bit of in-game love and lore. Even though the other civilizations have gotten that too, like they have AGT and the Mino system. I think even the Cafe people, Cafe 43, I think it is, got in-game callouts. So, but yeah, this actual supposedly it's locked to, related to the Galactic Hub regions, which again I don't know why it didn't unlock for me. So I'm just wondering if you have to get there by portal to really have it activate. Because it's like one of those, you know, when you do quests on the PS5 or consoles and you have to take pictures of worlds, it's so funny. You can go into photo mode, hit the capture button on your PS5 or PS4, it won't count. You actually have to go into capture mode, share screenshot mode in the UI and take the screenshot from there, and then the game will register it. So I'm wondering if this is one of those kind of situations in the game. Okay, hope I... Uh-oh. Crap. We'll see where I end up. This was supposed to be there. I'm gonna have to look up that glyph here now. Well, oh, hang on, one more last look. Let's get the. It's the hostile one. I love the cloaking device just to hide from sentinels. If I was a new player, that'd be my new strategy. Would be to use that. Yeah, it's funny though. I mean, if I was a new player and really wanted to have a really good base save to start with, I would probably start a brand new save with an expedition, because that expedition boost you get after you make it through the expedition on a brand new save, you'll be comparable to about 50 hours, I think, after, if you're just going to play the game naturally. Oh yeah, look at that. It quite literally threw me. That's actually just cool anyways. A dead moon, a portal on a dead moon. I mean, there's like nothing. That felt appropriate with that message. Okay, let's use the golden vector. And you know what? Cute little rods. So I'm curious what system I'm in right now. Oh, look at that! I haven't been here before. What? That's hilarious. I've actually... Unless I discovered it landing here. Okay, remember where we parked the other ship, guys. Never gets old seeing the ring. Hey, how you doing? What's up? Don't mind me just teleporting around, trying to get some of the player titles today. Missing a few of them, and I thought I put in the coordinate, the glyphs for the Pilgrim star system, but I'm not sure where I am. Yep, I'm somewhere. Let's see here. It's kind of like my brain some days. Pretty empty at times. I think this is old Galactic Hub reviews. Let's see if I can find any places I've visited before. Black holes. Ah, it's like any game. What is the point? To explore. I guess, there's a little storyline you go through. I guess, No Man's Sky is kind of like, it's Minecraft in space, I guess is how a lot of people say it. It does a lot of things, like you can explore, you can go fight sentinels, discover plants and stuff. Okay, let's give you an experience then, if you haven't ever really played it. I'm in a day one player, so I'm basically end game, big time in this game. I have all the stuff, the cool stuffs. Oh, come on. Look right where my freighter's gonna go. So, I don't know, one thing you can do, you can go get a big ship like this, a freighter. And then you can get up to 30 frigates to go with it for fun. I think the biggest thing is, I like about this game, for me, end game wise, is base building. So, not only can you fly into it, store your ships here, but you can build a really cool base in your freighter. And actually have, like, terminals inside that do things. So, like, now, if I want, I have a fleet of frigates here, as you see. And you can send these on expeditions, and the expeditions will bring back resources, and they just happen in the background while you do it, with a time lock on it or whatever. And you can actually... The scale of this game is what's fun. Like, okay, we're in a big freighter, now I'm on the frigate, which is like 20 times the size of my ship, but smaller than my freighter. Yeah, just, I don't know, something about that, just cool. Okay, so let's see here. We're in my base now. Quick, tour of the base for fun. So this base took me actually quite a while. But, so this is my freighter. Do a little zoom out first. Oh yeah, this game, I've played this game about 2,500 hours total. This is my second save I'm on. Yeah, this game's been out since 2016. Wait, yeah, 2016. And I bought it on launch. I've always wanted a game like this, a space game that's kind of a sandbox. It has direction, but it also lets you play how you want to play, make your gameplay in a way. Like, you can do a lot of RP in your head, and just the mechanics and updates, they've been adding updates since 2016, and every year there's at least 2 major updates, like crazy updates. The last update added 8K support, so right now you're seeing, this is on PS5 Pro, but my stream's only 1080p, 60 frames per second, but I'm playing this game in 1440p at 120 hertz, and it is, oh my god, buttery smooth. And with the PS5 Pro version of the No Man's Sky, you're basically getting the 8K textures, so everything is just super crisp compared to PS5 even. So yeah, I've been playing this game a long time. But yeah, there's my base, it looks really good, this game. I mean, that's not, like hyper-realistic like Star Citizen or Starfield, but it's got its own unique style that I just love, honestly. And the style keeps evolving as the game updates, too. Oh yeah, that's right, I got my little... Funny, I've been building, like, little memorials and chapels on my bases now. Yeah, I never... hate to admit it, that I bought a PS5 Pro recently, but I kind of strategically did it. Oh, yes. Like Battlestar Galactica, the recent reboot one. Oh my gosh, that first miniseries movie. Whenever I watch that movie, and they, at the end, where that Ragnarok, and they do the big warp thing, I instantly want to play No Man's Sky. Because it's just like, I wish we could do mass warping. Cause like, we had a portal party at the hub when the Galactic Hub recently moved to a new region of space, with all the changes and everything. And before we did that, we had a big old party at the portal, and so it was like, for like an hour, a couple hours there, I was hanging out streaming, and you have about 20, 30 people coming by off and on, and dancing and bringing their animals around and just messing around with other people. Just kind of wholesome fun. I'm gonna change the color though. Okay, I love this freighter though. I mean, this is like Star Trek, Star Wars dream right here to have one of these. Well, actually, we can fix that. Right now, you can choose to be lonely anymore. That's the thing with the game. It's become more alive within itself just by the features they're adding and the updates and multiplayer. So, I mean, I have a base on the Reddit planet. I don't know if you're on this Reddit subreddit for No Man's Sky, but basically the community, they voted on a planet to call. They kind of call the home where everyone could kind of gather and be around other people and bases. Actually, yeah, well, you know what? Hang on here. Let's go show stuff in game instead of my freighter. Yeah, it's kind of lonely on the base because it's just you and NPCs. But let's first we're gonna go to. This is my thing I love. I had about 30 base, but I've recently been deleting a lot of them to cut down. Oh my gosh, yes it is. I love it. I love it, actually. The call and the frame. We'll do that from, oh, actually, I'll go to a certain planet that has a really low atmosphere. And when you call that freighter in, it is just, I don't know, it's just a moment that just feels good no matter how many times you do it. It's kind of like I would love to see that in real life, Can you imagine what that would look like? And the main thing I love about this game, it's just beautiful, man. Every update makes it more beautiful. I mean, this is a planet. I found this planet and built a base right in the spot where I am now because of the views alone. So, and the water updates, holy crap, yeah. It went from the worst water in video games to one of the best with one update, the world's update. But yeah, as for feeling alone, lonely, this isn't as lonely though, because right now I'm in the Galactic Hub regions, not necessarily a highly populated area, but I have a neighbor over here, and where's the other one at? I will go find him. Oh, the lighting effects is wow. Hang on. Yeah, the ray tracing and lighting effects with the PS5 Pro enhanced version. Yeah. Cool. And hey, look at the neighbors. Okay, we'll go check out the neighbor over here. And they're not even that far away. Like, it's funny, I think the other neighbor, I can stand on one of my hills and look and see their base, actually, which is really cool. Oh yeah, this is the first person that moved in next to me. They saw, I think we're on the Galactic Hub Reddit, and asked me if I wanted a neighbor. I was like, oh, heck yeah. And this planet is so pretty. It has 0 storms, 0 aggressive fauna, 0 aggressive sentinels, so it's like, I literally could just hang out here. But this base this person made is awesome. It's like a Dubai island base. We'll let it slow down here, let it load. Yeah, this is like very... And look at the ring reflection. Yeah, there's my base right there. Oh, wow. Didn't realize how close they were. And they have a little bridge once it loads in here to this monolith, I think it is. Oh wait, no, not here. There's another island they have. They picked a really good spot. Like, oh, there it is. Yeah, look at this. This is such a cool looking feature they built. I love how they did the dock here and then teleporter to the... I gotta go find them on Reddit again and be like, dude, awesome base. Love the updates. Yeah, look at that. Added some trees recently. That looks cool. There's our water effects. Yeah, look at that, how when you go faster, the water... There we go. And here where we are. Yeah, I'm just like an island away. Cool. Yeah, I don't think I can do too much more to my base right now. It's getting to the... taking a little longer to load in when I fly in. But that might be related to having 2 neighbors with kind of bigger bases, you know. I'm not exactly sure the number of heart limits per planet, I guess, are the limits. Okay, let's see here. Well, my glyphs to where I was trying to go went nowhere. Oh yeah, there's actually nobody here right now, but... Oh yeah, here we go. Some more light effects for you. Like, that lighting is... Yeah, wave. Oh, it's me a sunrise. Hang on, let's go. Oh no, I'm gonna miss it. Golden hour. Yeah, that's glorious looking. Time of day is it? Oh, it's 5 a.m. So let's see. I think the sun comes up over here somewhere. You know, I need to get my little buddy out here to enjoy this with me. Oh yeah, you can have animal companions to bring with too, and they'll scout ahead and even attack like aggressive fauna. Kind of cool. And you can ride them too, of course. And he's a good boy. Oh, I don't know what it is about having a pet in space. This grass looks amazing, as always. But yeah. Oh, hey, there's my neighbor. Huh. That, I mean, it's moments like that that's just so cool. Like, oh yeah, that's the base we were just at. But the sense of scale, you know, the fact that we're here and we can go here. The guy gives reacts. Me? That's me. Sorry. Oh. Okay. Well, let's see here. We are going to... Well, let's head back to the base. And it's funny, you know, every stream I start off the plan. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't have, I'm not a good streamer. My rig is PS5 console only. I'll have to bring up my, iPad here and check out what's going on in chat. I usually don't have many people ever watch, so I don't really get too worried. Let me know though if you're getting trolled or anything. I'm all about, you know, have fun, but keep it simple. That's right, I kind of color matched everything blue. Yeah, big fan of using cuboid rooms for that. Oh, well, you're too kind. Well, thank you for coming by. I appreciate having people, and I realize that... Oh, well, thank you. You know, it's funny, actually. Growing up, I've always been told that I've always had a way with talking with the ladies because I guess my voice sounded nice or something. But, anywho, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's funny. When I'm not streaming on YouTube, I end up watching other people streaming other games and they're just literally walking around talking. I'm like, it's kind of relaxing, actually. It's a nice background thing to have on, so I figured I usually stream and don't talk or anything, and I just don't want to annoy people, but I realize people probably would rather have some background chatter on, just so I don't get to too many crazy subjects, right? No video game ranting today, I promise. Just trying to focus on doing my singular task in this game. Oh, I agree totally. This game actually, speaking of that, this game was my mental health savior. I mean, I don't mean to, like, overemphasize or talk about over and over, but the last 5 years I was basically my mom's caregiver before she passed away from dementia this last January. So this game at night was a way for me to literally escape the situation of being a caregiver for your mom or dad who has dementia and who doesn't know your name anymore, which is kind of it can be hard some days, so, but, oh, well, thank you so much. I mean, it's one of those tough things, you know, you hate to see him go, but you know it was for the best, you know, and at the end it got pretty tough. Like, I almost had to call in, almost had to go bring her to a facility towards the end because I was feeling like I couldn't keep up with the physical helping her, which I'm a little guy, like I literally am like 5'3" and 105 pounds. And my mom, I'm adopted by the way too, she's a big woman. She was like 5'3" and 190 pounds. And we had towards the end one moment where she fell in the bathroom, and it took me an hour to get her from the floor to a chair, and that was a tough day. But that was like a month before the end came, so. But Mom, I love you. You're amazing. You can try not to cry, but like I tell everyone, you know, don't be ashamed to ever cry about anything, because it's, especially men. That's one thing I'd like to portray to young men is, you know, don't follow the alpha males. They're the moment someone says they're an alpha male or anything like that, you know that they have problems. They have self-esteem issues. They don't see the bigger picture in life. Kindness can be the most masculine thing in the world, I feel. As you get older, you start realizing stuff like this, and you know, like I'm mid-40s, and I've been given a rare opportunity in life, actually, in the way things worked out recently, where I can I've literally had 4 months off from working and responsibilities. Just I've literally had like a 4 month vacation, like a European vacation, basically, after my mom passed. And I was lucky; I saved up quite a bit of money on the side for situations like this, so I could do this. But it's been the best thing in the world. I mean, I've been able to get back into my hobbies, be able to take care of my condo, get that fixed up again, reconnect with all my friends who are amazing during the whole thing. So yeah, and also let me kind of reassess my life and what I want to do with my life. Yes, I would like to make some more money because, you know what? I hate to say it, you have to have money to be happy and to do what you want in life. Yes, you can do what you want in your life without money, but it's a lot harder. And it's not even fun then. It's a struggle then. So, I mean, money can't buy happiness, but dang it, it sure helps you get to the situations that let you be happy. So, but yes, having neighbors, sorry, missed comment back there. Having neighbors is really cool. I mean, I think 1 or 2 times they came over when I was working my build and I waved at them and gave them a couple of inventory items. That's one thing I do wish they'd add would be, like a little guest log or like a guest box. You could leave like gifts for your neighbors, which I get, But you never know, Hello Games is so reactive to the community base. I mean, they could be a little more proactive and directly interact with us these days. Like, I mean, they don't have to worry. They've built their goodwill up enough. Supposedly, this is... So, I mean, that'd be nice, but I get it, though. I mean... It was tough, that launch, man. That hype train, holy balls. I was guilty of promoting that hype train of No Man's Sky launch. I remember that. That subreddit was just Steam. Choo-choo MFers. I'm trying to swear less, actually. I don't know if it matters or not, but I make my videos not made for kids anyways, so I don't want them hearing my swearing or my adult topics, possibly, which really aren't adult. So yeah, this is the original, Galactic Hub capital, so I mean, the thing is, that title, I should have gotten it by now. I don't think there's many bases here either, as there used to be, since we moved. What do we got? 20-some bases. Hey, you too, have a great day, and be well. Always a pleasure chatting. We'll see if okay. Again, that's like the thing about this game too, is that I always go in with the idea of what I want to do, and then, yep, I usually forget what I was doing. Okay, we're gonna go back to my portal again since it's activated, and we're gonna try to get to that. I'm gonna try to get to at least one of those titles. Wow, why am I having... There we go. Okay, let me bring up my little glyphs chart here I wrote out ahead of time. Oh. I don't know, man. I'm always baffled and appreciative of the technology we have these days. Like, because I grew up in a time era of before cell phones. I grew up in the 80s, 90s. So, I'm that generation, that Xennial generation, as we call ourselves, a micro generation between millennials and Gen X. And the defining thing about our generation, us Xennials, micro, I like to say that we have a pretty big leg up on most generations right now in technology and life, in a way. So we had to learn all the old ways of life, aka analog life. And at the same time, we were also learning the digital life. But not only were we learning digital, we were creating the digital world, the habits, the memes before the memes, the emojis before the emojis. I mean, I remember people ask me, why are you sending me a semicolon and a parentheses? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that's a smiley face. Like, oh, I see it. And now it's like, yeah. So it's funny when my friends and talk about their kids and the stuff they're doing and getting cringe, all the cringe stuff they're doing. I'm like, guys, you're worse probably. The thing is, we didn't have anyone to capture the stupid things we did. Like, I mean, my first digital camera, I didn't have that till 2008, and I was thankfully, in my very early 20s then. So I have a lot of blurry, horrible digital photos from parties. Thankfully, they're blurry and horrible. But I have a lot of good ones too, which I'm really glad of. That's funny, it took a while to render that in. Okay, let's see here. Where are we going? Wait, how did I extract it down here still? Okay, let's see here. We are looking for Mule. Oh boy, where is it at again here? I'm just trying to get the mercenary. There we go. Not the galaxy.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Okay, sorry. Still working here. Man, there's a lot of titles. Multiplayer, blah blah blah. Man, there's a lot of titles. Sofa related. Yeah, Gamespedia. What a horrible website. I don't know why we hub one away from it. So many ads ever. Can't look at anything. Gamespedia, stop it with your freaking ads. You make your website unusable. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Wait, no. Jeez. I'm still like scrolling through all the... Fine. Okay, the Pilgrim title. Do it this way. Ah, crap. Oh, YouTube. By the way, if you guys have a Titan Samsung TV, look into Titan Tube. That is the bomb, man. It runs a sponsor block and ad block on your TV for YouTube, and it's the only way I can ever watch YouTube on my TV anymore without casting from a computer with ad block. Okay, here we go. I'm finding the glyphs. Ah, crap. I'm gonna skip back a little bit here. Okay, here we go. I admit it. I'm streaming on YouTube by looking at a stream from YouTube. I feel bad. I cheated, kind of, but not. Oh, I think I was close. I was just in the wrong neighbor. I was in the right neighborhood, the wrong system. This is, I think, to the Pilgrim Star, which we use to navigate. If people don't know the backstory of the Pilgrim Star planet or what that is basically the planet the guy walked around and then used, then going forward, their tools were built that use that star coordinate as a way to navigate the galactic map to get to places like the Galactic Hub and so on and so forth. I don't think people realize the way you navigate was quite literally Okay, line your camera angle at the center. Now, point your camera angle 45 degrees counterclockwise, and then just go that direction for a while, for about 30 jumps, and then check back in with your signal coordinates in Pilgrim Star Navigator website. Yeah, actually was that navigating to the Galactic Hub without using portals made it feel like an actual sci-fi game, like I was, trying to figure out where to go in this vast region of space just based upon this very rudimentary tool. I mean, that RP of doing that was basically what I did to get to the Galactic Hub space initially. I restarted my whole save since that was in the first year of launch, and we only had one game save slot, and that kind of sucked, so I had to reset because I was in the second galaxy already and went through the whole story or whatever. And that first save, though, I had quite literally everything done. So then the second time I did this save, I only went through one of the race's full storylines and knowledge. So I guess, I have a lot of stuff to redo again if I want to, but oof, it's a lot of stones I talk to. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens here. Will I get the Pilgrim title here? All the videos I've seen were talking about it from 2022, I think, so. Well, let's arm up here. Oh, I love that multi-tool. Got a goofy shot through there when he came out it. Okay. Moment of truth. That's funny, I think I've been playing for about an hour and I finally got to the thing I was going to initially do right away. That's the thing about this game, it's like a squirrel game, quite literally. I've been here before. Yeah, I have a base on this planet, I think. Hey, I got it! You had to just go through the frickin' portal to do it. Ah! Hang on. Better get that one for the... Cause yeah, I mean, yeah. I have to. I mean, yeah, look at that. See, I'm in the system even. Oh, that's weak. So literally you have to teleport to get that title. Like, we were just there. Hang on, let's go fly to my... let's go fly to my little fishing hub. Well, there you go, people. In order to get that title, you have to go to... You gotta use the portal coordinates to get there. So that was flying back. I mean, hey, look at that. We were just on that planet. And this is the part of this game I love, is that, oh, we were just on the planet we saw in the sky there. And this is all seamless. There's no loading screen once you're in a system. I mean, that's even in 2025 is pretty awesome. I mean, look at Starfield. God, I wanted Starfield to be good, but man. I haven't even played it yet. I don't even think I'm going to when it comes on PS. I think this year, finally. Yeah, it's just, AAA games, man, they kind of screwed themselves over, I think. They got too big for their own good. Actually, they got too bloated, administratively speaking. And the influence of, the sphere of influence within a company has shifted away from what actually made the company successful to now the bean counters, fucking non-gamer, C-suite, board of director crap that are frickin' 80 years old and don't even know what a fucking video game is. Hey, companies, do you ever think that maybe your board of directors shouldn't be people that make a lot of money, but people that actually know the industry? Especially when money in this industry is different than others. Yeah. So yay, there we go. End rant of Jimmy. Let's see here. Oh yes, I haven't called in my freighter yet. This is like the best thing. Ah, it's so satisfying. See if the little frigates come in too. There's a couple planets I have that are really low atmosphere, and oh man, does it look sweet looking at that. Oh yeah, look at that. There's the Normandy. Yeah, we'll go take a look at that. Yeah, this planet has changed its ecosystems. Oh, look at that. See the water, how it was moving underneath the ships? Yeah, there's a few bases here. I'd live here if I could. If I could live in a game, this would be the game I'd live in. But then again, how do we know that we're not in the game, right? I don't know, more technology advances, the more I think about stuff or, do the philosophy stuff, the more it just seems apparent that we have to be in a simulation. I mean, the fact that we can create simulations should be proof within itself. And what if we're just the aberration of AI within the simulation? That's why I was thinking about that. Actually, I run LM Studio on my MacBook Pro, so I run local LLM models of AI. I've been running Gemma 3 27B models, which they're medium level, not bad. They're not like the crazy big data sets, but lately though, what I've been doing with I went to school for philosophy and anthropology. I'm a weird guy. I went to school when school didn't break the bank. Like my whole student debt after I went to school for 5 years was $25,000, and that was in 2002, 2003 era. Oh no, you can totally anywhere you want. Yes, few. I would love to have more neighbors. Yes, definitely. You want the coordinates to the beautiful one? I would recommend that one. With the that Dubai neighbor I have. That'd be actually. Let's go there. Yeah, I have another really cool one too. We'll go there first. The only downfall about this place is that there's storms and it gets hazy. So okay, I'll hop to this floating island one, which is kind of me. It's my actual first really, really big base / compound I made. Yes, yep. Everything that right now where I'm at is in Euclid. But if you want, ever need to get to another galaxy, let me know too. I have, I think, 6 galaxies access to with bases now. And I make the bases at the center of the galaxies too, always. Okay, let me get ourselves there. We'll get you some coordinates here. Okay, if this planet didn't have as much rain and fog, I would recommend this one. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's the new one, floating island. However, let's go to the beautiful one. Yeah, I just like to go to my island retreat base, just to quite literally sit there, put it on my TV while I'm working on my computer, and just let it play in the background. Which is another thing I really want HG to... I heard they have this in early PC builds, like a spectator living wallpaper mode, where basically it would have a camera go to your bases that just kind of float around your base, and then move to the next one. I would love to have that mode, especially like a planet that, that we're going to now, that beautiful one. So I just sit there with my game just running at times. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Okay, let's get you some glyphs here. Let me see where my portal is. I should just get a screenshot of this anyway, so. Yeah, this is like such a go. I mean, when I found this planet, I was looking for one of those non-gas giant planets, because you can have planets now that are just huge. Oh yeah, duh. Sorry. Hang on. Let me get you a nice view of it. There we go. Let's let that thing go off here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna leave that up. I actually need to use the restroom and wash the hands and face quick. I'll be right back, y'all. We're gonna leave it here for the glyphs. Yeah, if anyone wants to come to this planet and build, go right ahead. Yeah, do whatever you want. Please don't grief other people. That's all I ask, you know. Which everyone seems pretty cool. So, and if you do, I just report your base and it hides my game. So, but okay, be right back. Okay. I admit it, I didn't count to 30 seconds when I washed my hands. That's a long time to sit there and wash your hands, I feel like. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, hey, mission accomplished today. I did the thing I wanted to do in the title of my stream. Oh, hang on, let me, I gotta check my network set. I had PvP on for a while there. I was messing with somebody. Multiplayer can join group. If you want my friend ID, you can add that too. Yeah, I don't really. Anyone can join my game. I don't. As you see, I have a few people I know, I guess. Hey! Yeah, half of these people are probably Galactic Hub Council members. It's kind of fun though when you know part of something that you can. Yeah, it's funny actually with the Galactic Hub stuff. Going back on that, when I first got involved, I was just playing around with it basically. I just wanted to get to be part of join the region, to have other players around you and all, on my way there, I started documenting stuff and looking at their wiki and everything, and eventually, I'm a kind of a geek, obviously, a computer geek, and at work, what I used to do was I would package applications for users so that, let's say, I worked at a law firm, the attorneys needed, let's say, Photoshop. Oh, crap, sorry. There we go. There you go. Let me, oh, that code, never mind. Wrong one. I realize I gotta do stuff slower because I have a short attention span. There you go, my friend. Have at it. I wish we had text chatting on consoles because I have, a keyboard attached to my PS5 Pro because I hate trying to type titles for my streams on using the controller. I guess I could use voice, which isn't too bad, but alt monkey. I forgot to have that one. Jeez, how many alt IDs do I have? Okay, I'm gonna assume that was enough time here. Let's see here. Can PvP? I don't let people add stuff or remove, but I allow everything to be cross-platform. None. Oh, do I have like settings on? Some days my network settings. Let's see. My block list. I don't have it on block. I wonder if maybe I have to add you in first string. Well, if you... Oh, hang on, let me screenshot that quick. Actually, what am I doing? I have an iPad, but YouTube, I can look at the comments, huh? Well, it's kind of fun doing this stuff on camera, you know, so people see how it works or doesn't. Okay, let's see here. Alright, let me get my keyboard out, iPad out. Oh, and I gotta go open my... Yeah, it's funny for YouTube being YouTube, they have some pretty crappy tools, like YouTube Studio, that is just crap. Maybe I'm missing something after like being on YouTube for almost 20 years, that they have better tool sets I'm not aware of, but I see why everybody does the whole okay, let me mute my iPad or things are gonna get weird feedback wise. Okay, here we go, I see ya. Okay, D75. I should not say it out loud to protect your code, right? Then again, see if I type that right. Oh, do I need the dashes, I wonder? Better do it. Man, that's a lot easier than trying to do it on a keypad. Okay, let me add you then. I think this will do it. Ow! Hang on, died. Type it wrong here. I want to make sure. Let's try that again. Actually, I'm gonna do without the dashes to see. I'm just gonna do all lowercase, lazy. Ah. Okay. Weird. I'm on. I should have cross enabled. Huh. Well, I'm gonna try it later. Let's see. You know what? Maybe I'll exit game and come back in here. Let me quick save here. Missed it out. Jeez. Okay. You know what? We'll quick save. And we're gonna go to quit mode. I'll host a new session. Okay, I'm hosting. Yeah, I remember when the Galactic Hub, us peeps would try to get together play sessions. It took us about 20 minutes to finally get everyone together, and then sometimes someone else would get into a separate session and we'd be split, and yeah. It was kind of fun though at the Galactic Hub portal party we had a while ago. Cool. I'm hosting. I'm the hostess with the mostest. See? Well, we'll just sit here and look at the views for now. Oh, sunrise! Pretty. I was gonna originally build on that island over there, but then I realized that's a big island. That's a lot of things I could build, but I don't know. I think I like this setup better. Yeah. I think this is a good spot to build. Let's see if I can see our neighbor over there. He's on the other side of that island. Huh. You know, it's funny, I had problems with someone else doing this too. Let me see. Oh, it might be some PSN settings I gotta change again or something. Ah, sorry, buddy. I'll have to offline here later. I'll look at my settings again. But yeah, if you want to build anywhere you want, feel free to do whatever you want, my friend. I like having neighbors, as you can tell. As I go say hi again. I wonder if this person has added anything recently to their base. I like their landing pads, how they made the decks above. It's pretty cool. Good potential site, though. Look how nicely squared off that side is. Yeah, I like those. I like to steal that idea. Yeah, there's some amazing builders out there. I think a lot of the really crazy builds, though, those are all done in creative mode, because you always hit limits in normal mode, it seems like. Yeah, they picked a really good spot, too. You know, we're gonna go get some plants at the other base. This person built a nice... If you need any of the plants materials... This would be a nice spot here, too. Who am I kidding? Everywhere is a nice spot. We'll go look at that chapel, too, which is really neat. A neat feature they added. And look at that. That is such a brilliant design. I love it. Oh, they've added the pillars. Nice! I like this base a lot. Let's see, what do I need? I need this stuff. For sure. Never get enough Star Bramble ever. And I think we're gonna do... What is that here? Oh, it's down here. Man, they built a nice little farm. There it is. Little gamma weed. Yeah, I was trying to make fusion igniters, I think it was, and I ran out of this stuff to build them. Yeah, this in VR, man. This base would be excellent with the huge monuments and stuff. Yeah, they really made this a cozy... Oh, look at that even. A little construction bay area. Oh, that's a nicely built, well filled out base. Okay, let's go find the little dock here. Oh, there it is. I knew it was around here. Yeah, I like how they built into the island and the terrain, too. It's a fun way to build. Ah, there's me over there. Oh, yeah, so cool. Huh? Weird. Nothing new learned. That'd be a nice little picture. Oh, huh. Everything should. Oh, I wonder if it's some like weird privacy settings. Oh, is it maybe possibly your settings at all? Because I mean, I know I can see the other players, and the other players could see me, at least from what I've heard from those two people. Join my group. Ship marker. I don't think this matters. Yeah, I'll leave that alone. Yeah, Weird. Not sure what's going on there. Rocket boots. I should build something over here so they can. I should build a lighthouse there. I wonder if I can build that far away. Let's see. You can tell I'm getting towards the limit on this base here. No, I'm not seeing you. What up? Are you on PC, PS3, Xbox, or Switch, I wonder? Yeah, because I'm not seeing anyone on my nearby list. I usually see PC people and Xbox people usually too. PC. Oh yeah, you should be able to hop in. Yeah, because I have a No Man's Sky on PC Steam and Mac Steam, and I know I can use my alt character and see it in game too with my other character. So weird. Sorry, buddy. Got nothing today. My tech support skills are not awake yet. Okay, let's see here. What's next on the agenda? I'm gonna go through some of my companions here. Clean this up. Sorry, Oko. Rolling ball dude. I did like my little deer guy though. Our deer. But, sorry. You're fun. Well, that's right, that was from Expedition. Mech Mikey. Expedition. Good old Wormy. Wow, old, huh? And Mr. Blobs. He's kind of a freak. Oh, I'm not gonna shoot you, buddy, sorry. Oh, it's funny. Let's see here. I don't know if I can build that far away. Oh, I guess I can. Oh, that's right. I originally put the base computer like right here somehow. Then moved it after. Okay, hang on. Let's build a little tower for our neighbor. What materials should we use? Should we go old school? Oh, polished stone. Of course, I forgot to call my freighter in, my resources. Yeah, it's like the best thing if you're a base builder is add storage containers to your freighter and the matter beam, and you can access your resources all from there, anywhere then, when it's called in. Okay, so they're over there. So let's put a little, what over here? How big can I scale this thing? A little more open area. Man, that was a huge tree though. Look at that thing. How big it is, really. Yeah, huge ass tree. Let's just put this on here. Sure. Sorry, Blobs. Hang out. Watch the pillar for me. Take it with if I could, buddy. Yeah, I kind of wish we could self-deploy our companions. I love it when the frigates warp into the atmosphere. We'll just go hang out here and check these guys. And then they'll warp out here shortly, which is cool. That sense of scale, baby. I mean, I just love yeah, these worlds feel so much more alive these days. I mean, you have the NPCs down there flying, you got the big frigate in the atmosphere. That's a pretty cool screenshot. Let's move the sun over here. There's some pretty colors. Yeah. Just escorting the frigate to make sure it gets through our atmosphere safely. And you can land on these too in space, but you can't though when they're in atmosphere. I mean, look at, yeah. That looks good. Oh, he's gone. Okay, back to the space anomaly, sorry. Again, it's the whole squirrel thing, man. Which actually is what I love about this game, I guess, you know. The ability to be distracted in game, I think says a lot about a game. I think that's proof that it's not boring. Like, everyone always wants to say that it's, you know, what? An ocean wide, a puddle deep, I guess. But I just don't think they know. The people say that really, I don't know. That's any game, though. I mean, if you want to say that, you can criticize any game that way. Like Fallout 4 or Oblivion Remastered. I mean, yeah. Okay, I'm at the anomaly. I'm just gonna hang out here. I'm gonna sit down. I hope people don't give me stuff, but you know what happens when you sit in the anomaly. People give you stuff. Well, we'll bring Mr. Blobs. Hey, is this Mateo? Fudge one? Fudge one? Oh, wait, you know what? Let me, yeah, do your thing. I'm just gonna hang out here and give away my treasures to people. Hang on, I think I need to give them some good stuff. All these, I don't know. Here we go. Oh my goodness, I have so many of these. Let's give these away. Anybody else want stuff? I got stuff to be slinging. Oh, wrong person. There we go. Thank you. People would be like, hey, where did I get these two S-Class scanner modules? Yeah, we could have a wider teleport range for sending stuff. Hey, Indica. Oh, crap, wrong person again. There we go. Sure. Well, I'm gonna join them, I guess. Oh yeah, I totally muted myself. Sorry. Thank you. Oh, my bad, my bad. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'll have to. It might be on my end actually, my PSN settings. I changed some stuff recently, locked it down a little more so I was getting some spam from people. Oh hey, there's somebody coming into the system. So yeah, this is the Reddit planet. So here's those lists here. I love it when you're in multiplayer and photo mode. The world keeps moving. So if anyone wants the Reddit planets glyphs, they're right there. I think there's about 30 to 40 bases so far on this planet. And it's actually a beautiful one. No storms or any of that stuff, of course. Part of the criteria. Oh, and there's Diplos, too. I think there's robotic animals in one of the other planets. Oh, do you see that meteorite? Oh, look at that. Wow, you can actually see the impacts now. That's pretty cool. Jeez, look at all the meteorites. Holy crap. There's a lot of activity in the skies here. See that? Okay, I totally forgot what I was doing. I came here for a reason. Yeah, about that reason. I don't think I'm gonna work on any bases today. I think this one's... Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. This is a nice plant they picked, though. Let's go fly around the neighborhood. Who's the closest? What happens if I go down there where they crashed? Is there anything down there? Nope, I don't think so. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was looking for ancient bones. Oh boy, that's what it was. Oh, that's right. I got the cyclotron ballista. Right. Nope. Yeah, the fact that you can now mark the planets. Yeah, that's one thing too about this game and the developers. They are the kings of quality of life, like quite literally. The first thing they did to this game, they addressed the biggest complaint: inventory management and limitations of stacking and slots. Like, people don't realize this was like all of it. Like, all of this was all you could have, I think, around. I mean, nowadays, look at this, I mean. And you can stack, like crazy stack. Before you could stack 5, maybe. Yeah, the way they addressed the inventory issues right away was one of the best things. And they constantly would keep adding quality of life updates. And, like, I played, GTA Online for about 4 years straight there. And, the lack of quality of life updates was just pathetic. Like, some of the stuff that they could easily add to make everyone's life easier, they just never did. Never thought about it. And that's just the thing I hate about, like, the big developers like that they're so big that they can't even make these little minor changes without breaking their whole game at times, seems like. Oh, that deal for one Geknip? So, that's one thing I wish more developers would do, you know, just it seems like that's a problem with the the AAA space anymore, is that you release a big game and maybe patch it for 3 months, and then after that you abandon it. And then what does it do? It sits at full price in the damn PSN store for 7 years. Like, if you go in the PSN store and look at PS4 games, you'd be amazed at how many games are still fucking $40. I'm sorry, but after 5 years on a digital marketplace, all games should drop by $20 mandatory. At that point, if you get a sale, you should be happy as crap, honestly. I don't know. That's what annoys me with the digital storefront, is that they can obscurely leave prices just high. But you think the people in charge of number counting would be like, well, 1 is more than 0, right? It's like piracy, Is it really stealing if you never really owned it? I don't think it is, honestly. Nintendo, you just justify piracy for every single pirate that pirates your stuff with your new EULA. They're gonna they are really testing it now these days, Nintendo now. Like, I've ranted about them before, but even more so, I mean, the way they're... Oh, crap, look at that! Localized toxin storms. Run away! But yeah, their changes to their EULA. Wow, like Brazil, actually, their consumer protection group basically put Nintendo on notice, saying that you can't just change this stuff like this and force people into their own best interests. Basically, what their new EULA says is that you don't own the games anymore. They can ban or blacklist any console of yours for any reason at all. That they're taking away your right to do class actions, lawsuits against them. Again, you're going to be forced into arbitration if you were to ever sue them. Yeah, Nintendo, man. They quite literally put on the devil ears. They actually took off the halo, the mask, and we finally found out who the real Nintendo was, who we always have known since the 90s. They're greedy. They're greedy and out of touch these days. Nintendo's based in Japan, and they are just... Japan is a whole isolated culture world all on its own, I mean. It's the funniest thing that I saw on Reddit. It's a quote about Japan, and Japan was so far ahead in the 90s, it was like living in the 2000s. And in 2025, Japan is so far behind, it's like living in the 2000s in 2025. Like, we think that Japan's this technically advanced place, which, yes, it is in some aspects from what I've seen. I can't say directly again. I haven't been to Japan, but from what I've seen around, just generally speaking, they're behind. Their society's so far behind in how the world views are. It's like Korea too, man. I'm Korean. I'm an adopted Korean, actually, so I've been going down the rabbit hole of Korean culture and all that stuff. I've had an idea of what it was like, and I've read about South Korean culture throughout the years, but lately, though, holy moly. Talk about seeing the after effects of rapidly industrialization of a very poor country at a very fast pace, and the effects it has on society and the work culture. Wow, I'm so glad I was adopted to an American in the Midwest. Like, I look at their society and those poor kids in that society and just think to myself, I see why the ending the one's path is so high amongst that group. I mean, those freaking 10-year-old kids wake up and literally, they wake up at like 6 a.m. and are studying and go to bed at 10 p.m. studying. Like, I saw this viral video of this little Chinese girl just crying because all she wanted to do was play. All she does is study. It's all she does is study, 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 and prep. But the worst part of all this is that this culture of education, obsessive education, obsessive work, there's no payoff anymore for them. All the people that went to college that are trying to get into colleges, which that's a whole different story right there. The difficulties and the competitiveness of getting into like 3 colleges in South Korea, and if you don't get into that college, your potential earnings literally will be decreased by about 30 to 40% over your lifetime, just because you didn't get into one college. Man, they need to they need. From what I've seen, is that the South Korean culture values paper intelligence over actual real world, I don't know, street smarts. Like, that's the thing, they're doing a little comparison talking about American and South Korean education systems and exams, or and entries and interviews. And then I like the way that I like how the U.S. does it at times, where it's not. My acceptance to college when I was in the 90s was not purely based upon my transcripts. Yes, I had a 3.8 GPA and played soccer, had all the band and choir crap and all that, but there are people that didn't do nearly as well as me that got into the same exact college because they had a good interview. They were like leaders in the Boy Scouts group or something, but maybe they weren't as book smart, but they were street smart, or they proved themselves in other ways. And that is not a thing that happens in a lot of the Asian countries I've been seeing, at least nowadays. It's just like oh my goodness, look at these waves. That is wicked. Okay, let's put the skiff out. Should we go try fishing out in that water? But no, I just really, really, really feel bad for some of these kids, or the young people in the South Korea and just a lot of the Asian countries. I can't imagine waking up at 7 a.m., going to school, coming home, going to a prep school, and then going to bed and doing that every day. What the hell's the point of it all then, really? And then the worst part, 10 years down the line, after you did all that dedication, to find out that, I didn't pass the exam because there's too many. I didn't pass in the top 5 percentile because every other person's educational bar has been raised because of this obsession with this overeducation of the workforce that leads to, it's just, wow. And the fact that, another thing I was looking into, there's so many things that come into play when you look at this. I'm not an expert or brilliant in this regard. I just like to look at patterns and try to connect the dots of all the patterns and see the greater implications of all these seemingly outside influences and factors, but in reality, they all come together and create a situation that we're in. And it's like the combination of the history of South Korea the last 30 years, with the war, the rapid industrialization, the rapid expansion of wealth. Man, I'm sorry, that sucks. We'll have to try another time. I'm usually on here, I'm usually streaming probably about once every other day or so. It's like I say, this is kind of my therapy. And right now I'm just, I'm taking a break from life and just looking at life kind of on the outside, but also doing stuff to volunteer work and helping with friends and all that stuff. So, but yeah, I don't know. I just went down the rabbit hole of. I'm very intrigued by the young people and the world they live in. I live in the same world, but I'm older, and I hear when I was living with my mom, taking care of her, that was a very rural area and conservative area, and every day I would hear her like talking about just little minor, like, kind of rips at the young people. And I kept telling all the old people, like, guys, just so you know, I'm on their side, So when you say this stuff, I am going to come back with an response from their side, Like they're like, oh god, these kids, they don't want to work. None of them want to work. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. None of them want to work for the crappy wages that they're given, or the fact that there's no future. There's no job career growth anymore. Like the way companies value employees or don't value them is kind of it's gonna lead up to there's a crash coming. It's not like a financial crash, but it's more of a ideological crash. I think it's coming. Like I feel like we've gotten to the cusp of just trying to accelerate ahead without thinking about it, like seeing everything way too short term, especially in the business financial worlds, or at least in the corporate level decision making worlds. Like we've had cycles of 6 month to 12-month cycles of leadership in major companies being replaced by leadership, other leaders. Yeah, I'm totally hosting still. I think I am. Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm in my group. I'm all by myself. Nobody's near me. Let's see here. Yeah, cross-platform. I'll turn that on too for fun. Sure, I'll turn this on too. What the heck? I don't care. I don't like touching that stuff. I'll leave this on too. Good luck. Someone kills me in PvP, well, congratulations to them. They're high-powered. Okay. Everything's on that should be on except for the base part stuff. But yeah, no, it's we're gonna see quite a few high-level businesses almost fail again, and there's gonna be hopefully maybe a renaissance in the way leadership is determining companies. I would sure love to see accountability at the top level for companies. Like, oh, hey, our earnings are down. We only made 14 million this quarter instead of 20 million. And instead of laying off the damn workers whose wages don't mean crap, why don't you lay off a C-suite? Okay, let me do it here. I like to back up my thoughts with actual math, kind of, or at least bad math. Okay, let's do a little calculation here. Let's say we have a game development group, and we're gonna say that they're paying their developers $60,000 a year, which is pretty low end, I think, for a game developer, or maybe a tie-in. And let's say they got a development team of 100 people, but they lay off 20. Okay. So, but at the same time, they have a CEO that's making, let's say, 10 million a year. Okay. Nope. I'm not DNS. I have a static IP and everything on my high-speed condo connection. I have no natting, NAT2 or whatever I get. So I had a problem with double natting for a while there, and I solved that finally by paying $1 more a month for my condo to do that. So, but anywho, so yeah, those 20 developers that you laid off that were paid $60,000 a year, you only saved the company $1.2 million that year. Whereas you fire that CEO, you just hired back 60 developers at $60,000 a year. Okay, I don't see the math here. How is that one person more important than 60 developers for a product, actually? And what does this one CEO do at the top? Puts his thumb up his ass and doesn't look at the industry and makes stupid decisions and then gets replaced a year later while at the same time receiving a golden parachute bonus of $5 million for failing? There's something fucking wrong, yo. When someone can lose a company millions of dollars and get paid millions of dollars to be fired, I'm sorry, companies, it's not the employees, developers, or consumers that are a problem. It's the board of directors and the C-level suites at the very top that need to look at themselves and hold them accountable instead of playing this rich man rig game of management. That's another theory I have right now, is that right now there's collusion in the industry at the highest level, at the C-level suite. Basically, they're just bouncing, failing companies going back and forth and still getting paid. If I were to go in an industry and destroy a company, I wouldn't get a job offer in 5 years and get paid $20 million a year to do it, would I? No. I'd have to change industries completely because I would have ruined my reputation. Oh my goodness. Whoa. I'm sorry, but look at that. That is Oh my goodness, pretty. Hang on, I gotta be a little more mindful of this. Posing myself here. It's funny, I was just looking, I'm like, wow, that looks... Oh man, photo mode, come on, give me the same filter. Okay, that actually works pretty good too. But yeah, so there's my rant. I'm sorry. I just get annoyed at... Oh, there. Oh my lord. Yeah, the cloud levels. I just get so annoyed at the lack of accountability at the C-level suite of things. Like, Nintendo's CEO is literally named Bowser. My god. How the fuck do you not see that and think that's bad? When you're villain in your video game for the last 30 years or more, what's his name? Bowser. Like, quite a few YouTubers caught on to that and like, the script can't write itself any better, and they're not kidding. Like, I totally forgot about that 4 years ago. That was like a minor blip on the gaming news story that the CEO of Nintendo's name was Bowser. I'm gonna dig up some clips because I know there's probably some YouTubers out there like, yeah, I don't know how this can end well. Like, was this a long-term strategy of Bowser, the villain, to take down the company and Mario internally? Is it an inside job? I'm sorry. I'm a freak. I'm a freak. Little freaky. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm waiting for the... There we go, now I can get a picture. That turned out pretty good. Let's see here.
Extreme water toxicity detected.
Oh yeah, we definitely need... I haven't gone underwater with my PS5 Pro update these days. Oh, look at the fishies. Oh yeah, that's probably the next thing we're gonna get. Uh-oh, right. There it is. I think the next thing we'll probably see in the next update, World Part 3 update, I feel is going to be... Okay, I'm going to make my guess of what the next update is going to contain. Next update is going to contain a revamping of the exocraft system and the ability to actually upgrade them, add storage and technology slots. We're going to see a further continuation of blending, of tying all the systems together. I personally think that we're going to get Worlds Part 3 update, and its name's going to be something like Unification or the Unity update, where it's going to basically tie all these systems together. Like, we've seen the cooking, which then turns into the ingester system, which actually I need to put some... Oh. Where's my eggs at? Yeah, this is like great for a new person. There, cold resistance. So basically that ingester system tied in animals are the pharma companions now, and the fishing, because that's cooking related too. And then I think honestly we saw the ancient bones, archaeology, ironic, which is hilarious because I went to school for anthropology archaeology. I mean, I swear to God, Sean and I must be like best soulmates almost in a way. Like, his interests align too perfectly with mine, and our years and our age and everything are just... That's probably why I love this game. Like, him and I probably be besties. I mean, I'm wearing a flannel shirt right now, I think like similar one that he had. And I think this is from 1998, the shirt I'm wearing. Yep. Anywho's. So yeah, I think the next update's gonna be bada bing, bada boom. We're gonna finally be able to add more slots and expand these if we want. What else? What else is my thoughts on the updates? I think it's going to miss here. Oh, here we go. Updates to point of interest, like those all those little NPC manufacturing places, you know. I think we're gonna actually see those expanded texture models, so it's gonna actually be a lot more unique. probably another race or a further expansion of the autophage gameplays. But I think, yeah, I just think it's gonna be more just unifying all the systems together more, giving more reason to do some of the side stuff, you know. I still need to make an underwater base, so that's my plan, is to make a base at about 1,000 U's below. I just gotta find a good deep planet here. Huh, little seahorses. Yeah, I hate to admit it, I probably later today I think I'm gonna play, oh my god, I've been playing this super casual, cheesy Cat Quest game. There's like 3 of them, I think. They're like basically just like kids RPGs, I call them, but with cats as the main characters. And yeah, it's ridiculously cute and easy and just kind of relaxing. It's kind of like, I don't know, like Zelda, but not even, just super easy, and yet still a little skill, but just fun. Then also I busted out NBA 2K16, which with the PSSR upscaling looks pretty good actually on the PS5 Pro. And that's actually, if you want to know, I think that is the last NBA 2K game that you can play My Career mode on without having to be on the latest version. So basically I have like 5 copies of NBA 2K throughout the years on PS4 or 5. NBA 2K15, NBA 2K16, you can play My Career mode without the network servers being up, because 2K literally shut down every server except for the current year's server, I think, for the My Career modes, which is really annoying, and again, shitty practices of the industry there. My Career mode shouldn't be freaking required to contact a server to check for microtransactions just to be able to use offline. And that's like one of the best features of the game. Yeah, NBA 2K, you became the new EA in the sports world that way. But I guess you had since like 2000, but whatever. I don't know if people remember that Sega used to own 2K, you know. They made the best football game ever, I thought. NFL 2K on the Dreamcast was mind-blowing when it came out. Oh my god, it was so good looking. 60 frames per second, even back in those days. At, I think it was 720p even. So I remember my buddy, he got a Dreamcast his first year in college. It'd be my second year. It's what, 98, 99 around? And I remember going to visit him. He's the same guy that had the N64 in high school. We'd all go over and hang out at his place, sit in our bean chairs, play 4-player multiplayer Star Fox 64 on a 20-inch TV, mind you, while he would sit on his desk and play Diablo. Yeah, that is like... I'm so glad I lived it when I did. I mean, my friends and I, we talk about a lot. Like, we lived in, I want to say, the golden era of the digital world right now. It was back, you know, we'll tell our kids, I remember the day when I was building computers and the processor speeds were literally doubling within 3 months of each other. Like, a computer that was on the shelf was already outdated by the time it got shipped to the shelf with the rate of CPU speeds and the race to, you know, 1.0 and then 2.0 gigahertz processors. I don't think people realize that. In 1997-98, when I was going to college, my first laptop I bought had a processor speed of 133 megahertz. How much RAM did I have? Oh god, I can't remember now. It was a satellite Toshiba laptop I paid $2,300 for back in the day. I saved my McDonald's money from all summer and summer before, and it was the reason I became the computer geek I am now. That and the movie Hackers. That was like a big influence. It was more the culture and just the cheesiness of that movie and how it, you know, is the ideology behind the movie and the rebelliousness of hacking. And, well, you know, I guess I did some basic hacking in the old day, the red boxing where you basically record the tones of, you know, coin slots in the payphones. But of course, the payphone companies, after that, about a year or so after that got figured out, started disconnecting the microphones on the handsets before you put a quarter in, so that it would be an internal mechanisms instead of just a tone triggered. AKA they got lazy and didn't realize people are kind of smart. But the last time I used a red box was in 1997 at the U of M campus. Had to call my mom and dad quick, and I didn't have quarters, and my buddy gave me that day. I still remember blue boxing too, or trying to, and then of course war dialing. Oh my god. You're not a real old school geek unless you did at least 2 hours of war dialing with the dial-up 33K modem. Yeah, it's funny to think, I've been lucky in my computer world too, is that not only have I seen technology, but I've been actually participating in all realms of computer worlds. Like, when I say realms, I mean corporate, early adopter, whereas zero-day piracy related, modding, hacking, patching, cracking, CD cracking, yeah, all that stuff. Whereas, so in other words, yeah, I've dabbled in everything, kind of. It's fun. And that's why I'm so disappointed that I wish I could run, like, one department in one tech company for 1 year and just let me have control of one project. Complete control, like Steve Jobs type, but not... I wouldn't be that kind of person, though. I'm all about people and their lives, their personal health and mental health stuff. But I feel like I would have enough direction and knowledge of the market and history of the market to know. Because, honestly, it's finally coming. This finally going to get this real smartwatch that is actually literally your computer on your wrist. We're getting technology now, finally. I was trying to call that like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and it hasn't happened. But, and again, like the thing the way I was going to build the wrist's computer would have been, this is like 5 years ago, my idea, or actually 10 years ago, when I really thought of it. Well, not thought of it, but just put the ideas together and how you could feasibly do it is just basically your wrist, your watch itself would be your processor, your storage unit, and a very basic battery that would be about 4 hours worth of charge by its own. I'll get to that point later. Because power is a major factor in any wearable computer, which we're getting closer to addressing, but we really haven't taken it seriously, which I don't know why we haven't. But my idea for the power was either multiple ways of doing that, and they're finally actually seeing real-world usage, proof of concepts of this. Connect recharge, where us humans are the battery, quite literally, like Matrix. Except our motion combined with our ambient heat and electromagnetic ambience would contribute to powering electronics. Of course, we're not there yet. And to supplement it, though, my other idea, I don't know why Anchor never followed through with this on me. I basically was trying to find any company that would take some of my battery ideas and implement them. Like, my biggest battery idea was a very basic one, and it's so easy. A frickin' ion lithium rechargeable battery pack that's a belt. My god. And then in addition to that, on the belt you'd have just these two little cable connectors that would go into your pocket. And that would be a fabric QI charging pad in your pocket. So you put your phone in your pocket, and what does it do? It charges. And what does that battery pack around you do? It has a way to connect to your shoes, and we'll start using kinetic recharge to slowly charge that battery pack up, or at least prevent it from residual charging. No one wants to take me up on that idea. That was like 5-10 years ago. I emailed Anchor several times, and no one wants to do it, so whatever. I can't do it. I can't patent. I could patent it, but I'm not going to be a patent whore. Another thing I want to do, just like a smart frisbee, my god. Open frisbee golf. Why haven't you guys made a smart frisbee? I was trying to do that 10 years ago. Again, I don't know how to fabricate. And now you got all the modules and systems on chips that you can easily do all this stuff with. So yeah, someone take my idea, please. Please, it's easy. All you do, You just gotta make the system on the chip circular in design, put it in the exact middle of the frisbee to make sure you don't lose any balancing, and then basically build a very thin ion lithium battery in a similar fashion in a circular shape. I mean, it's not everything now. It's so feasible now with all the systems on chips that you have, and how everything has gotten so thin. So there you go. And then, I mean, you could easily do like QI charges on that too to charge it. That'd be badass. And then you'd have an app that would connect to your frisbee that you have analytics for velocity, angle, tilt. I mean, plus you tie that in with the app. You could have courses that you would then map out and literally see the out of bounds areas. I mean, it's an untapped industry right now. That it was one of the fastest growing sports 5 years ago, frisbee golf. So I don't know why you wouldn't add the basic smart features to a damn frisbee. I mean, it's not going to add any weight. You just basically hollow out the plastic, embed it all in there. I mean, once you have the fabricated chips, battery, and sensors, all you need then is a software development aspect. Oh. Well, I got to give you mad props, my friend. You really went into it. You could be a good tech support person. You sound like you went down all the proper lines of troubleshooting. That's like one thing too I've noticed, like, ooh man, people lack common sense troubleshooting these days. Like, okay, it's not working. Well, let's start from the very beginning, people. When something doesn't work, what do you do first? Make sure it's plugged in and turned on. You'd be amazed. The times I've ran to a high-level attorney's office saying their computer's broken or nothing's showing up, and yep, the cleaner unplugged the monitor. And then that brings in your second skill set, how to make them not feel as stupid, like, oh, don't worry, it's okay. Happens to the best of us, I always say, even though no, it doesn't, but we do have our days. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to play VR underwater, because I kind of have that thing with underwater, fear of being really deep underwater. Like, being out in oceans kind of freaked me out a little, even though I'm only on a boat, but if I was swimming in the ocean, ooh. Oh, dude, yeah, you're like, oh, hell yeah, man. One of us. I'm the same way. Yeah, I think I've been modding consoles since... The first console I really modded was an Xbox back in the day. The Xbox Matrix, solderless Matrix mod chip. That's kind of how I got my, like, I was kind of known in the scene only as, like, the newbie guide writer guy. So I think I wrote one of the first Evolution X dashboard guides that was not written by a total techie that couldn't write, I guess. Yeah, I remember that. That was fun, man. Oh, I love making custom dashboards and hacking the custom configs, and I still remember the first time when it was announced that, hey, someone was able to terminal into an Xbox. They were able to ping it and get a login prompt. And literally 3 months after that, they had gotten full complete access into the system, discovered that the way Xbox was copyright protecting games was by literally writing the data backwards on the disk. Instead of inside out, it was going outside in. So you basically had to use this program called Zyso to literally rewrite an ISO backwards on the disk itself, which awesome. And then also at that point, that's when we found out that the Xbox quite literally was a 720 megahertz processor, basically a computer board, a micro ATX system in it, and a 20 gig hard drive that nothing was being used for at all, hardly. And eventually then you could run your whole system from the hard drive, also your games. And I admit it, I modded Dead or Alive beach volleyball with the nude patch, and woohoo! Yeah, so not mature. And okay, maybe I have Dead or Alive on my PS Vita modded too, but it's not the nude patch though. It's classy. It's just the string bikini patch or something. Which actually segues into the next thing I want to talk about. What the hell, yo, video games? Why do you have ultra gore violence, but all I want is some adult, like, sex games or something, you know? Why is there so much taboo around sex in video games when you can, a 3-year-old, a 10-year-old kid is okay seeing a person's head explode? Jesus. Dear Lord. I'd rather a kid sees people having sex than a head being blown up. The sex is at least more realistic. Might actually help them and their partner down the road, you know? I don't know why America's so prudish with sex. It's like, come on, people. That's why we... Oh, no, that's right. That's why America is America. A bunch of prudes. No, there's more to it, of course, but nonetheless. It just baffled me when I went to Europe, to Germany, when in high school. And on TV, I'm like, what? Is there just topless women on TV and commercials? Oh, okay. Then after a while, you know, it's like anything. If you're exposed to it enough, it becomes non-sexual. It just is. It's when you hide stuff and make it the secret that it becomes, you know, more than it is. You know, like they say, anything forbidden. Oh, there's another segue. Speaking of forbidden. Like, oh my goodness, I was talking to my sister, some people about some of the religion stuff. I'm agnostic, if even. I guess I'm agnostic. I don't know, my belief systems are all speculative, honestly. I'm open to any belief system because of, not open, but I'll give it a idea. Oh yeah. Oh, I get it. Yeah, definitely. It just baffles me how, like, American society's all accepting the violence but somehow shuns the sexual, which is... It's like, come on, it's same but different, really. I mean... Yeah, it's weird. It's a tough one. It'd be hard being a parent, honestly. And that's why I'm single and plan to be most the rest of my life unless accidents happen or something crazy, you know? Oh, hang on a second. I was trying to see if I could find any more deeper spots, but I'd have to get a different planet here. Pretty cool though, the ocean, how they've updated all the terrain, you know. I remember that bug when they released the gas giants one. I was on a gas giant in a deep ocean. I was like 1,200 U's deep, about halfway going down, and there's a bug where the water would turn off, and I quite literally fell like 800 U's to the bottom in my submarine, Nautilus, and then basically was stuck on the bottom walking around because I couldn't fly out or call my ship. But then if I got to a certain point, the water would come back, and then I could quick hop in my Nautilus and try to just submerge out of the water, and finally made it. And that's why I called it the glitchy gas giant, that one planet. That was a challenge, I tell you. Yeah, there's a lot of water here. Huh. Wait, how far away is my ship? Thank goodness, though, they boosted the speeds on this thing. Oh, here we go. Kick the burners on. This thing actually hauls pretty fast. I mean, look at that thing. Before, man, oh my goodness. Oh, jeez, this thing really cooks now. Yeah. I think it goes faster than all the exocraft on land. Thank you, HG, again, for this quality of life update. Whee! Well, I didn't dig up a single bone, did I? Alright, woo! Okay, that was fun. I didn't get much done. Let's see, it is around noonish here. What should we do? I should probably eat some food again, huh? Let's see, that's good. Oh, hang on, this is such a pretty sunrise. You know, I think it's a good day to enjoy a sunrise with my buddy. Okay, we'll go for a ride. Woohoo! Oh, dang it! Stop! Photo mode in multi. Oh wow, look at that! Wow, this is a pretty one. Hang on, let's see if there's yeah, let's see here. Oh, do I have to go to my main menu? Maybe later. Before I quit here, I'll do that. Oh, jeez. He don't like me. Oh, look at that! Oh my god, he did it! He killed... Did you see that? Oh, that a boy! Uh-oh, it's almost... He killed the aggressive fauna. Oh, I gotta upload that to Reddit. I saw someone else's fauna do it too. That was so sweet. Oh. Oh, hang on. You're the best boy out there. And he pooped. Oh yeah, let's see here. I think I hate to say on console. Hang on, wait, no. It might be in one of these menus. Ooh, I love this setting though. Oh my goodness. Do you guys have 120 hertz displays or TVs? Yeah. It's game changing. For game to change, I had no idea. Like I just got an 120 hertz game in this last, or 120 hertz overall this last 5 months. I got that MacBook Pro M1 Max, and then I bought 220 hertz HDR monitors, and holy balls. Okay, sorry. You know what? Hang on. I'm not really doing anything here. Let me just. I'll just quick exit to the game. I'm gonna call that I think a day or two. So let me just quick hop out and save on this planet. Look at this at night though. This planet is like awesome colors, and I'm just so excited. Hang on, let me quick see if I can save that last recent gameplay. I'm gonna do the last 5 minutes here. So I want to upload that to Reddit. That was cool. Okay. Now, let's exit. We're good. Yeah, I'm probably going to make some dinner here in a bit too. So let's see, we're version 141.845, save version 4179. Yeah, I'm on the latest, whatever PS5 Pro versions out there. Oh, you know, I do have a permadeath save right here. Only an hour, 39 minutes on it. On this one, at least. Oh my god. I haven't played that since 2020. Same with my survival one, too. Yeah, I basically just played those to get to the center. Okay, well, my friends, it was good today. Always fun. Yeah, I'll probably be online later tonight, playing some Cat Quest, streaming that. If you want to watch some cheesy, kind of cute hack and slash RPG, tune in later. Alright, my friends, it's been real. Have a great day, everyone. Peace out.